Representative Ed Case is headed back to Congress after a big win last night, winning his race for Congressional District 1 against Patrick Largey by about 90,000 votes so far. He joins us now live. Aloha and good morning, Representative. Thank you so much for stopping by with us.
Aloha. Thanks for having me.
So what do you make of your new role in this new Congress?
My role is going to continue to be what it has been, which is to assist with leading the country, with helping our Hawaii, with helping my individual constituents. At this point, it's going to be my sixth full term in Congress, and I've been in Republican majorities, Republican minorities, House majorities, minorities, and I've come all different ways. And each Congress brings its own chemistry depending on who's in the majority, who the president is. But the job doesn't fundamentally change. You still have to look for the people that you can work with. You have to serve as a loyal opposition where you need to, and that's going to be the case here with President Trump. And you try to forge those solutions where you can and debate and vote where you need to.
We don't know what that House makeup will be just yet, but what do you make of the House races so far?
Look, the House is just as divided as the rest of the country. And, as we woke up this morning, this country is 50% on one side and 50% on the other side. It's still that way. It was that way yesterday, and it's that way today. And that's the reality of the world that we're dealing with here in our politics today. And that's going to be reflected in the House. So the bottom line is there's going to be straight party line votes that are going to split very, very evenly down the middle. And there are many, many opportunities to try to get things done across the lines where people want to be doing that. And I'm going to be looking for those opportunities.
CD1 is Urban Honolulu. You were out on the campaign trail as late as yesterday out at Kapolei Hale sign waving. What did you learn out on the campaign trail that you feel like you can take with you to Washington?
Well, I don't think it's any surprise to anybody. I mean, most of our country thinks we're going in the wrong direction. Most people are concerned about their household, their budgets, their lives. They are concerned about getting ahead. This is true across the country. This is certainly true in Hawaii, and I heard that in spades as I was sign waving with folks that were going to vote yesterday at Kapolei Hale. And one of them came up to me and said something that resonated. It's not going to be any surprise, but he put it very succinctly, which was, people don't come out here to stand in the rain for 4 hours to vote if they think everything's going okay. And we better listen to that in government. Sometimes, we think everything's just fine and we're just going to go along because we got a good vote. And that's not the reality of our country or our Hawaii today. And that's what we have to address. That's what government is supposed to be. Responsive, taking care of the needs of people, and clearly President Trump's victory reflects that many people don't think that was happening right now.
Inflation was a big issue amongst many in the country, including here in Hawaii. It was a global phenomenon, something that we have since then cooled to get towards the target 2% rate for the Federal Reserve. When you look at inflation, proposed tariffs from President Trump, how do you think that these could impact our finances here in Hawaii?
Well, certainly we hope that inflation is back under control, and we hope that we don't have the conditions that arose to bring inflation to us to start with, and that we don't need a repeat of that. And that's going to be very, very careful fiscal policy as well as spending policy. Those are things that, we don't know where President Trump's going to try to go on that, but we know where the wrong place is to go on that. In terms of our relationship with the rest of the world, I think that's the biggest unknown of a President Trump repeat, because it was a very, very disruptive time for our role in the world during his past presidency. And nothing he said out in the campaign trail causes me to believe it's going to be any different. And so I really think that that's the place personally where I'm going to have to play a significant role as a leader on the defense side, at the Homeland Security side, and the Appropriations Committee. And we're going to need to lead this world. This world wants our leadership, needs our leadership, and they're looking to us right now with this change in our administration to ask ourselves, is America still the partner that we want to go forward with in the world? I hope the answer